4S consulting firm, Pfizer Analysis. 4S consulting firm's core values are honesty, integrity, transparency, trust, and reliability. The roles and responsibilities are our environmental consultant and analysis coordinator is Caitlin Smith. Our financial consultant and analysis report coordinator is Sarah Smith. Our business consultant is Malia Shea, and our management consultant and presentation coordinator is Susie Stevens. Our goals in our consultancy partnership with Pfizer were to specifically analyze environmental issues facing the company, investigate strategies implemented to adapt to these environments, and to analyze Pfizer's planning, organization, and control processes. Each of our consultants use their specific areas of expertise to contribute to the analysis and provide recommendations to formulate solutions to these processes and issues.
Pfizer currently relies heavily on single-use plastics due to safety and cost concerns, with glass being less commonly used due to breakage risks. My recommendation is to explore alternatives like bioplastics or reusable materials. By starting with small-scale trials in less sensitive lab areas, Pfizer can assess the feasibility of these alternatives. This approach allows for controlled evaluation of safety, functionality, and cost. Such as a shift can significantly reduce waste while aligning with consumer and industry expectations for environmental responsibility. Long-distance sourcing significantly contributes to Pfizer's carbon footprint, as noted by Tyler Clayton. To mitigate this, I recommend the transitioning to local suppliers for consumables that don't compromise quality or compliance. Establishing partnerships with regional businesses can reduce transportation emissions while fostering sustainability. Conducting a cost-benefit analysis of local versus remote sourcing will provide the necessary data to support this strategy, benefiting both the environment and Pfizer's operational efficiency. Disposal of hazardous materials remains both a significant environmental and financial concern for Pfizer. While the use of Wesco 9 is commendable, there is a potential to explore emerging eco-friendly chemicals and technologies. By adopting green disposal practices to segregate non-hazardous from biohazardous waste, Pfizer can reduce the volume requiring specialized treatment. A pilot program to test alternative disposal methods would help identify solutions that meet safety standards while enhancing environmental stewardship.
Hello, my name is Sarah Smith, and this is the Financial Consultant Analysis for Pfizer. Pfizer introduced its green chemistry program in 2001, promising to reduce the amount of waste associated with its chemical operations. They set operational goals to include applying green chemistry principles in research, development, and manufacturing, reusing, recovering, or recycling solvents, developing action plans to capitalize on waste minimization opportunities, supporting waste reduction and recycling efforts across the supply chain, and conducting pre-selection audits and assessments of waste vendors to ensure compliance with standards. In the past 5 years, Pfizer's operating expenses show only minor fluctuations, meaning that they have integrated environmentally sustainable solutions into their operating costs well. Pfizer's operating margin is on the mend, meaning greater profitability from core business operations, signaling a healthy financial future for Pfizer. Green chemistry goals have been implemented with minor financial effect thus far. However, there are areas that can be improved upon concerning organization, planning, and control processes. Some current areas of operations also could be improved upon in terms of environmental sustainability. Recommendations for financial effectiveness. Continue investigation and experimentation in green initiatives and adopt the use of efficient lab equipment technologies and waste reduction process in additional areas of operations to align with sustainability goals. Allot a reasonable portion from the large reinvestment of sales to research and development towards pilots and trials for sustainability and cost-saving alternatives, as well as foster productive collaborations to further optimize operations and proactively combat lost goods produced to cut costs. Continue to use marketing to effectively promote and boost demand for routine seasonal vaccinations and preventative medicines to increase profitability. By increasing research and development funds allocated towards finding cost-saving solutions and fostering development in new ideas, Pfizer has the solid history for new money-making innovations to increase revenue and profits for the company. Pfizer's profit margin has decreased due to decrease in income from 2022 to 2023, and the operating costs staying constant. With advancement in research and development and discoveries of cost-saving implementations in daily operations, Pfizer will be able to increase sales while decreasing operating costs, thereby increasing profitability. Pfizer continues to reinvest large amounts of income into research and development for the company, most recently 18% of its total revenue. Allocating a portion of these funds towards environmentally sustainable supplies and innovations in waste reduction technology, as well as in interdepartmental and outside company collaborations, will allow for new innovative solutions and processes.
Environmental issues. The company has a heavy reliance on single-use plastics like pipettes, gloves, and lab equipment because of safety and cross-contamination prevention protocols. The limitation of this practice is the need to balance safety requirements and sustainability goals, given that the organization is determined to transition to eco-friendly materials. Current practices emphasize safety and contamination control standards, but compromise organizational objectives. The organization has also been exploring more sustainable practice, but has faced significant challenges in terms of managing costs and measuring financial returns. Phased approach for green materials. I recommend adapting a phased approach for green materials. This will involve investigating and gradually integrating biodegradable or compostable plastic in non-critical lab applications. The advantage of this intervention is that it would allow the organization to elevate effectiveness of the new materials without affecting critical lab operations. Planning, organizing, and control processes. There are several measures to ensure that the organization is able to control its costs. First, the team is effective in evaluating the cost implications of green practices in the organization before adjusting. Second, the organization is also cautious when adopting new methods that can possibly compromise safety or increase operational costs. These approaches are important because they ensure that the incentives ensure that the organization achieves its objectives without affecting its financial aspect. Financial evaluation and analysis. There is a need for the organization to develop a detailed analysis of savings from sustainable practices over extended period. Some of the factors that should be addressed in this evaluation include waste reduction, long-term material costs, and potential reputational benefits. This analysis will give the company a better understanding of the financial implications of the transition to green incentives and will help improve running efficiency. The alternative recommendation is implementing small-scale pilots for recycling or reusable materials with clear ROI metrics. This will allow the company to evaluate the financial and environmental impacts of the incentive. Motivation techniques. The organization is motivated to adapt sustainable practices. However, motivation is limited by concerns about costs and uncertainty of return on investments. Implementing a new incentive in an organization can be challenging, especially when finances are involved, and there are concerns regarding potential impact. A more significant concern in this area is that the company has failed to fully leverage employee engagement. Motivated employees to actively participate in sustainable practices can offer significant benefits, including improved implementation and feedback. This level of employee involvement can be achieved by initiating programs that encourage employees to participate in green practices. A recommended practice is having idea competitions for sustainable solutions or offering incentives for teams that reduce costs more effectively. These incentives will encourage employees to produce creative ways of addressing the problem and ensuring that the company achieves its objectives.
Hello, my name is Susie Stevens, and I'm the management consultant for Pfizer, and I will be speaking about sustainability. Sustainability, it is not limited to the environment, but has extended into the health and well-being for the employees. By implementing sustainability with the Green Wellness Program, it provides a healthy environment for the world. Integrating green wellness. One can encourage team-based participation for competition rewards, monthly green wellness challenges with themes like waste reduction and energy, and also one can use digital apps for tracking eco-friendly. Updated SOPs for sustainable practices. One can train employees in order to maintain compliances without compromising the safety of the employees through sustainability. You can change SOPs to include waste and resource tracking and also implement a phased rollout to ensure a smooth transition and gather feedback from employees. Expanding community outreach with sustainability. One can partner with local organizations to utilize community projects. Donation drives can be incorporated with sustainability. Example would be recycling electronics or office equipment. And also one can organize volunteer activities like cleanups. Last but not least, recommendation for implementing sustainability. One can identify SOP updates. They can develop partnerships with the community and incorporate green wellness challenges for the employee response. And this concludes my presentation for Pfizer on sustainability. Hope you guys enjoy.
Pfizer has a strong environmental track record, but opportunities exist to enhance the effectiveness of its green chemistry program by integrating sustainable practices more deeply into operations. Key sustainability actions include piloting bioplastics, improving waste management, and sourcing locally to reduce emissions and costs. Financially, Pfizer should invest in green initiatives and align research and development with cost-saving sustainable alternatives. Marketing efforts can also help drive demand for preventative health products. Engaging employees through a green wellness program will help build a culture of sustainability and boost overall impact.